We're on a great adventure today. We are here at Crafted at the Port of Los Angeles. You have to come inside and meet some of these crafters. This is a great place. They just opened last weekend. And come on in and let's check some of the crafters out. I'm here with Rachel at Fruition. Hi, Rachel. Would you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here at Crafted?
Yes, I'm a metalsmith and jewelry designer. And what I decided to do here was, besides have a permanent location for my work, is to bring in some of my other favorite artists that are around LA and some other cities in California. It was a nice opportunity to have a place to set up and really settle into a retail shop.
This is really an amazing place. Tell us how last week was opening weekend. Tell us after that weekend how you're motivated now.
After some rest and a massage, extremely motivated. When I drove in yesterday to do some setup, I just felt, wow, this is the place that I'm going to work at. I love the area down here. I love the warehouse. I have my favorite things in here. And it's just a very settled pace rather than the setup and tear down of a temporary show.
Rachel, would you tell us a little bit about some of the other artisans that you're sharing your booth with?
Sure. We have Molly M Designs, who does laser cut wood prints with layers of paper that are amazing. We have High Tree, Tina Rodas, who does these amazing felt trees and takes tree hugging to a whole new level. Andrea Luna Reese, who does really great one-of-a-kind artwork as well as pottery that's taken from vintage molds. Mark Brunner from Human Tree Robot, who has a style of work that is just exceptional and has been recognized many times over opening weekend. And then Whitney Smith Pottery, who's up in Oakland and has many people likened her work to Bauer and other awesome American pottery artists. So we're happy to have them all here.
That's really, really exciting, and I love that you're incorporating other artists in the area. I'm here with David Cusick from Circles and Squares. Hi, David.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Would you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, these are all designs that I do, and I try and create little vignettes that are hopefully fairly universal. People can relate to them, apply them to their life, how they see fit. And I put them on the unintimidating classic t-shirt.
And so it's a whole silk screening process.
Yes, I silk screen them all. All my t-shirts for women are organic cotton, all pre-shrunk. Most of the men's are organic cotton or 100% cotton, and I use environmentally friendly inks, all water-based inks, and a really nice.
Now, are you doing this old school, burning your own screen, or are you a little bit more fancy with the machinery?
I'm burning my own screen. You know, it's all, the screens are coated with a photo emulsion, so, you know, you get nice, clean detail, a little bit more modern than the old school of cutting out the
well, I didn't mean quite to that extent.
All that, yeah.
This is fabulous, and I also see that you're doing some, is it on wood?
Yeah, these are on wood, and the way that I do them is typically you want me to hold it up there? I paint the background first, and then I varnish it, and then I screen print it and finish it with a varnish. So they're ready to hang pieces of art that are all one of a kind.
Now, are you building your own wood frames for those?
I used to do that. Now I buy the panels. Yeah, it was just too labor intensive to do all that. Yeah.
I'm here with Francisco at Native. Hi, Francisco.
Oh, thanks for being here.
Thank you. You have a great story. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, we started because we had small balconies everywhere we lived, and apartments. So we wanted some greenery in our house, some nature. So we started building these vertical gardens for friends and for ourselves. We also had small spaces, and then that's what we got into building all the boxes for offices and terrariums, and now we build and install vertical gardens.
I'm here with Adrian from Adrian Moon. Adrian makes lotions and soaps and all kinds of really cool things. Adrian, can you tell me a little bit what prompted you to start this business?
I was actually selling Mary Kay products, and I figured one day if I can sell someone else's product, I can sell my own. And I just began researching from there. I've been doing it for 6 years, and once I really got into it, and you get the responses from people, you really begin to take a lot of pride in what you do and strive to be the best at it.
And what makes your product stand out different from any other lotions and soaps on the market?
Well, I use shea butter and extra virgin coconut oil in my lotions. A lot of lotions use shea butter, but I use enough to make it rich and moisturizing, really stick with you. My goal was if I was going to have my name on something, I want it to be lasting. You know, I want to leave an impression.
I'm here with Carla at My Creations, and they are all about Mexican folk art. And Carla, this stuff is wonderful. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
Well, I usually start this art a few years ago for Day of the Dead celebration in San Pedro.
Okay, great. And it's just, some of your stuff is just amazing. What is your favorite medium, or do you like doing the dolls the best, or the jewelry?
Okay, paper and paints. Paper and paints. And I like to do more the figurines than anything else.
Do you? They're wonderful. Do you have a kind of a name for the dolls?
It's just the Catrinas for Day of the Dead.
I'm here with Michelle, who's the other part of Our Creations. Michelle, tell me a little bit about your paint work.
Well, thank you for having me. It's so cool. Well, basically, we just opened the Crafted last weekend, and I'm pretty blessed to be here because then we just get to share our artwork. And basically, what I focus on is music, cultural things that inspire. That I just want to bring out a different, a positive element to things. A colorful thing.
Well, your work is just beautiful. Are you doing acrylic mostly?
I do acrylics. I do oil pastels on wood. I do soft pastels on wood and acrylic. So I'm mixing things around a lot. So it's always good.
So you're bringing mixed media to Mexican folk art.
Yes. Yes, I'm experimenting. So it's fun. I'm trying to see what niche I like.
It's me, Mary, not really. It's me, Anna. But I'm here with Mary, who is a crocheter.
Yep.
Mary, this is like so cool because you all know at home that I love knitting and crocheting, but it doesn't click in my brain. And I'm so excited to see your generation doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to be here.
This is great. Tell me a little bit what you're doing right now.
I'm making one of these banners that you see behind us. They hang on the wall.
That's really cute. Now, are you doing mostly in cotton?
These are all made of cotton. Okay. Pot holders are made of cotton. Everything else, like the beanies and scarves, are acrylic.
So what inspired you to start crocheting?
Well, my grandmother and mother both taught me how, and I kept forgetting, and I would put it away for a while and then re-teach myself. And about 6 years ago, I taught myself basically from YouTube videos. Okay. Tutorials. I was living alone and I wanted something to do while I was watching TV, and now I can't watch TV without crocheting, so it's kind of stuck.
This is great, Mary. This is bringing a whole new, it's kind of bringing something old and something new together, and it's fascinating. I love your take on doing the little pennants, and this is just really a lot of fun, the kinds of things I see. You have jewelry you're doing with the crochet work too. Thank you so much for sharing all this stuff. This is really, really great. And tell me what your favorite item to do before we go.
To make my bracelets. They're kind of small, so you can't really see them, but they're very tiny, crochet and beaded.
I'm with Judy at 2 Market Street. Judy, tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
I'm making aprons for children and for adults. I have 22 grandchildren, and that's how I started sewing. I practiced on my grandchildren.
That's great. Tell me a little bit about this apron you're holding.
We have the USS Iowa right down the street, the new museum, and I'm from Sioux City, Iowa, and my dad had herds of cattle, which he loved. So this apron is made from fabric that looks like a Holstein cow, like a Jersey cow, and then there's even a little cow cookie cutter for little hands so they can make cow cookies with it.
So you have that all dialed in for the grandkids then.
Right, all of it for the grandkids.
And tell me a little bit about these cookie cutters because they're super cool.
The cookie cutters are handmade. It's a second-generation family back east that makes them. They have about 800 different designs, and they're very, very proud of being the second generation and making cookie cutters.
I'm here with Allison Zeno. Hi, Allison.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. I want you to tell me about this wonderful undertaking that you're involved with.
Well, we are the nation's largest craft marketplace, or at least we will be when all 5 phases are fully developed. We've just grand opened phase 1 with about 100 artisans. And so what that means is that roughly 100 small arts-based businesses are making their mini storefronts with us, and they're having a great time doing it.
It's just amazing. I can't even tell you how floored we were when we first walked in the door and what a really neat venue this is. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the building and the history?
Absolutely. The buildings were built by the Navy in 1944 to support the war effort. And so we have given these new old supply warehouses a new life with handmade handcrafts. That's everything from arts and crafts to artisanal food here. We've come in and done essentially just a minimal intervention. We've respected the buildings. We think they're so charming just as they are. So we, brought them up to code. We made them weather tight. And then really what we've done inside is really celebrate the high ceilings and the old wood timber. And we've done these 10 by 10 market stalls we have some people who are in 10 by 20s and 10 by 30s as well. It's really just up to the individual artisan what they want to take on. But it's been a really fantastic way for people to get out of their garages and their dining room tables. And if they couldn't afford to get onto a full retail spot at Main Street, we've kept it really affordable so the artisans can open up their own brick and mortar.
Make, shop, live. That is Casey's motto. Hi, Casey.
Hi.
I want you to tell me about some wonderful things that you're doing here at Crafted.
Well, what we're doing here is we're trying to show our brand of upcycled and repurposed homewares and novelties. And we also have an online component where we do tutorials and we kind of show the behind the scenes of what our products are, how to make them at home as well. And so here at Crafted, we have a working space where we're at now, so people can kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe they're a little bit skittish. Doing things online is a little bit hard for them and they need to see it actually physical. So we have that here, as well as some of our product range that we take to all kinds of craft fairs and events.
This is wonderful. How many different crafters are in this booth with you?
Well, we have on our team a handful of artists. Myself, I'm the creative director. My husband helps make a lot of these items as well. And then I have a friend, my best friend from high school, who does her clothing line in the side of our shop called All Along. And she does some of the fashion work and some of the helpful things for our blog as well.
Do you want to give her a shout out?
I do. Her name's Kristen Parker, and you can check her out at kristenparker.com, and her work is All Along.
This is just really fun. I just love being in your booth. It's just, you have so many great things. And I think we're going to show the glittered sewing machine in a minute. And this is just a lot of fun. So check them out at Crafted.